I'm Mike Thompson, back after quite a nice long break. That wasn't AI. That rocket really did fly backwards. I built it as a joke for my 3D printing class, but it serves to illustrate the importance of centers of gravity and pressure that I mentioned in this video. Now, why did I do it? Well, because I believed I could. And its design is really no different than other rockets in terms of the math involved. Now here's some special considerations though when designing something like this. Not that you should. You must still have the CG ahead of the CP for an object to be stable. Building a backwards rocket makes this a bit challenging though because it's got all the right junk in all the wrong places. The rocket's motor is heavy and it needs to be near the rear of the rocket. I suppose you could put it in the nose, but then it wouldn't look like a normal rocket, now would it? Then there are the fins, right? The fins serve to increase the cross-sectional area and give the air something to push against. So they traditionally need to be at the back. But we can't have that for this joke to work, so they must be at the front. All the right junk in all the wrong places. So, what to do? Well, this backwards configuration necessitates a rather long rocket, first off. The longer the normal body tube allows the separation of CG and CP while minimizing weight. Since the CP of the rocket is moved forward here by the fins at the front, we have to necessarily add a bunch of weight in the tail nose to get the CG ahead of the CP, and the long body tube helps us to do that. With a short rocket, you'd have to add so much weight to get the CG forward that the rocket would never fly. It'd be way too heavy, and so a long, light body tube helps solve this problem. I could have gone longer, I suppose, to minimize the weight in the tail nose, but I didn't. Secondly, the fins are smaller than those on a traditional rocket. They have to be, or there'd be simply too much CP up front. If you haven't seen the CG and CP video, check that out, but I'm going to explain it really quick. The center of gravity is where all the mass is considered to be concentrated, and this is the point that the rocket rolls and pitches around. The center of pressure is where the area is concentrated, and that's where the air acts on the rocket. For a rocket to fly straight, the CG must be ahead of the CP by about 1 to 3 body tube widths. And this arrangement causes the airflow to torque the rocket in the right direction. Check that video out though for a little bit more on it. Now if you're looking to design a regular rocket, and I suggest you do, you can download my rocket design spreadsheet from my website to help you design yours. Don't try a backwards rocket though until you've designed plenty of regular ones. This rocket is also much heavier than a traditional one and certainly doesn't fly as high because of, well, all this lead in the nose. It needs way more nose weight for stability than usual. In rocketry, we throw things in the air, and fat rockets don't go as high. Well, there you go. A backwards rocket can work. How about a rocket without fins, or some other really weird ones? But go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm Mike Thompson, and thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.